Pretty much lagging. Terrible that we're lagging. But today I'm going to be playing Pilot Training Flight Simulator. And one of my polls from a few months ago asked you guys if you wanted to play. If you want to see me play. The majority of the votes were yes. And today we're going to be playing. We're going to spawn in Orangey, Tokyo International. I was going to do a poll on where I should spawn and what plane I should spawn. But, meh. I don't feel like doing that. So, right now the map is loading. Pretty laggy for some reason. So, we are in Tokyo International right now. See? It's pretty laggy for some reason. Oh. Thinking I'm probably getting one of the fast planes. See, look, this is a medium airliner spawner. Wouldn't really go here because I go for big planes, you know? Here I'm at the airliners, and since there's no 717, I'd probably go for the MD-90, but I don't really fly that. So I'm looking at the options right now: TR-72, A220, A320, 727, 737, 757, the Bombardier Q400 or -8, Concorde, and MD-90. Again, I said I would do a poll, but, you know. So, let's see. I'm going to choose between... You know what? I'm going to fly this... The Boeing 7... Let's see. We got 3 options. 737, 727, and 757. Didn't really do that in order, but... Let me check if there's any light aircraft like the Cessna. Yeah. You see this Cessna 182? I actually got an RC model, but it kind of broke, so yeah, no, we're not doing that. You know what? I'm gonna do a little mission. I'm gonna take the Piper Cub. I'm gonna fly it to Perth, and then probably get an AN-225 or Air Force One and fly to Greater Rockford. I'm probably gonna put like a terminal bus inside. See, this is a Piper Cub. It's one of the I think it's the smallest plane in the game. So there's 2 seats, pilot and passenger. Passenger doesn't really have any windows. Let's see this view. Not really a good view. Don't ask me why I'm not going to the runway. At least it's a tail dragger, so mostly just... It looks like it's up, but it's actually just like tilted. There it is, our destination, Perth. So I'm just zooming in right now, and looks like our takeoff speed was about 70 knots. I wonder what lane speed is. It looks like we're actually only heading at 80 knots. Pretty sad. That is pretty slow for a plane. So this is point A, the fuel tank, and let's see point B, the edge of the runway over there. Like, not the one we're flying over right now, but yeah. Yeah, it's actually taking us a little bit of time to get there. But in reality, bigger planes like the 737 and the 777 would probably get from this point to point B in a few seconds. And it's been about half a minute now. Yeah. Or, yeah. Yeah. Pretty nice. You can see the mount. You can see like the hills on the edges. And I'll let you guys do a poll. You want me to do a poll? You can like the video if you want. You can subscribe. Well, I mean, if you're watching the video, then you should probably subscribe, right? If you watch the entire video, you should probably subscribe. Because it's great. If you watch the video, you know, you think it's great, right? Good. It looks like we're flying pretty low, about 100 feet. like 100.5 feet. Let me just pull down. And this is how close we are to the water. You could see it. You could see us passing it. It doesn't just look blue without any patterns. That's how close we are. And look, it even casts a shadow. But as we pull up, there's no shadow. So I'm going to do a very low pass over this big hill. And then we're on our way. So let's see this. That's probably going to be Greater Rockford ATC, but I don't really care. Look at this. We're going to pull down. Look at that. And I think we're at a lower altitude than a mountain. Look how close we are. Pull down. Oh, too close, too close. Look, it's casting a shadow. That's how close we are to the ocean right now. We're about to land on the water, so let me pull up. You know, this is not a seaplane. In my opinion, I don't really think it's necessary to buy a seaplane. Because, I mean, every plane isn't a seaplane. And if every plane could be a seaplane, that'd probably be better for emergency water landings. Right? Yeah. I think seaplanes are pretty good, but... I mean, could you put that on a really big plane, like a 747? And if you physically can, it'd probably be really good. Because, you know, emergency water landings would be probably safer. I want your guys' opinions. If you liked this video, you subscribed, and you liked, you can give a comment. It's okay if you don't want to, it's fine. So look, we're at 100 feet. Right, we're almost at 110, look. We're lower than the mountain. It should be slightly lower than the peak. I guess it's not really a peak. But yeah, the peak was, the top of it was about like 200 feet. And look, I'm about to land. Let me just pass this tree real quick. This is pretty much what I want to do. I just want to do like a fake landing. Should I try to butter? No, I should not. I'm terrible at buttering. I'll just say that. Flap 2. I'm deciding to put the flap 2. I'm going to try to put this plane at a pretty high altitude. And I'm going to go turn around because it's basically taking the entire thing. I'm going to go turn around to the runway. This is a really slow plane. Like, you do not know how slow this is, but again, you do. You see how fast they're going and see how slow I am going. That is really slow for a plane. And look, it's already night. Alright. See. Perfect. Let me just pull up to about 1,000 feet because I feel like it. Yeah, I'm definitely pulling at a faster plane like the Concorde. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Concorde. From Greater Rockford to... Orangey to Greater Rockford. And then do the same thing back. Yeah, no, this plane is really slow. You do not know how slow this is. I see why they call it a light aircraft. Yeah, I'm trying to climb at 1,000 feet, but it's taking a lot of time. I kind of like the shape of Orangey. It's kind of a unique one, but every island is unique. And there's mostly realistic airports like this one, Tokyo, Lukla, which is a mountain off of Mount Everest, and I think there's one more. Yeah, St. Bart's. Yeah, I think St. Bart's is one. Yeah, St. Bart. I think St. Bart is one. See this? You see the mini map? That's how close I am to the nearest runway. And look right here. You see this? It looks like I'm pretty close, and this is how far I actually am. Yeah, no, this is weird. This is weird. I'm still not at 1,000 feet. I wonder why I stopped climbing. Oh, looks like I'm getting a bit closer, but again, we just went around. Oh, and we're almost at 1,000 feet. And we're at 1,000. As you can see, we're probably midway from the main part of the island to the little like, I don't know what it's called. But the only thing that doesn't separate it, the only thing that keeps the islands together is probably the bridge. So we're getting pretty close. And I'm not gonna land yet. When I touch the ground, I'm just gonna pull the speed to 0 so it'll be easier. Because I mean, this is probably land speed for like, it's probably land speed for a plane that's barely even bigger than it. Very unique planes, and as you can see, there's, I think that's a plane taking off. We should be pulling down by now, and I feel like doing a nosedive, and then you know what happened next. Alright. Looks like we're passing over. Pull down. It feels weird saying pull down. So mostly you just hear the alarm going, wah, wah, pull up, pull up. But yeah, I'm just going down. I think this is one of my favorite runways. Because it's not even from the main airport. It's just like a little extension that's pretty long. And it's probably as big as where the terminal stands. You see that? I'm trying so hard to butter, but I never butter. And we're literally flying over that runway. I think it's called runway 02. Alright. We're coming in for landing. Prepare to not butter because I'm so terrible at buttering. I don't know why Ryan hasn't hired me yet. I'm just gonna say that. As you can see, we're making a pretty low pass. Like so low that we're almost touching the runway. The outer runway lights, I think that's what it's called. And we hit the ground. Let me just... For some reason the plane looked like yellow in the daytime and now it kind of looks orange. Oh, and land speed is about 50 knots. Let me just pull up, kind of pull up. Can we butter with a tail dragger? No, we cannot. No, we cannot. You can just hear the engine go. Alright, looks like we're getting a bit bumpy. Pull! Looks like we're pulling up. And we're landing again. Let me just press the delete button. The delete button is probably a really good feature. And you can see how big I was to the Piper Cub. Alright, Concorde. This time I'm gonna fly with Pepsi. And I like Pepsi because it's from the Carolinas. I'm a native from the Carolinas. I'm just gonna say that. I'm from the Carolinas, but I live like a few hours away, like definitely a few, from Pepsi's like birthplace. I think it was New Bern, North Carolina. Let me just pull the nose down, or droop snoot, to 125 degrees. So we have nose visor down to 5 degrees, and then to 125. I like 125. People say it kind of looks like a Concorde crying, but I think I like it because it's literally the droop snoot. Turn on the engine. Pull. Reverse thrust. There's an Air Canadian. I think this is an A220. I think Pepsi still has a Concorde. I don't know if they do or not. Let me just turn around and start taxiing. Yeah, because I'm not following the highlighted yellow parts. I'm not doing that, and I don't feel like it. You know, it feels like it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to do it. And you know, the Concorde is supersonic, and Concorde always goes fast. If you get what I'm saying. If you get what I'm saying. We're almost at 100 knots, and we're at 26 throttle. The throttle's to 26, and we're almost at 100 knots. So see, we're at fuel right here. There's fuel. Let me pull it up a little, and we're at 100 knots, right? That's basically the Piper Cub's. Basically, the Piper Cub's, like, you know, like speed when you. I guess when it's kind of cruising. And we're almost at point B. Which kind of proves my point, but again, it doesn't prove my point because it kind of just goes at the same pace. Is that my engine making that kind of screeching sound? And I just realized I wasn't turning enough. And I'm accidentally. Okay, how am I still stalling? I really managed. I kind of like the Concorde stall. I like it. I like the noise of the Concorde stalling. It kind of sounds kind of cool. But again, stalling means that you're falling and you might die. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go to the end of the runway, but I'm gonna stop about. I'm gonna stop my entire plane by about like this point. And I'm flying the Concorde right now because I have group access. For some reason, this doesn't have flaps, but my Lego Concorde has flaps. So I'll explain that. I mean, not now. It looks like I've been doing this for almost half an hour. Yeah, this is probably one of my longest videos ever recorded. I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and friends for helping me out with my YouTube career. And you know what? I'm lying. I'm actually gonna go full throttle, but I think about my friends, family, and people who helped me throughout. I'm not lying about that. So let me just put snoot droop. Let me just put the droop snoot up. We're not crashing anymore, I don't care. Up and we're already pulling up. Thanks to the Piper Cub, the video is mostly about it. see the afterburners? I think they're called afterburners. And look how close the nose gear is to the back gear. I mean, look how far it is from the actual nose. Right? And you can see this little tail drag because, you know, sometimes it might like tail strike. It might tail strike sometimes. I should be pulling up the number by now. And I should have. And we've hit over Mach 1. Congratulations. 1.75. Let's have a looky here, and we're basically off the coast already. Little detail here, if you can see in the cockpit on the co-pilot side, you can see there's an actual orange relating to Orange 12345, one of the main creators of ptfs. He's not the creator. He is the creator, but a lot of other people helped him make it. I love it here. I love playing this game, but it's a cool reference to Orange. He was one of the main creators, like I said. He had people help him create the game, but he is one of the main creators. Let me just turn over here, and looks like we're actually already passing by Silverboat, so let me put to land speed. I think every plane's land speed is actually 50 knots. Turns out it's not. Like, on the C-130 Hercules, apparently its land speed is actually not at 50 throttle. In fact, it's somewhere under or on 75% throttle. That is something weird I never knew about the C-130 Hercules. Sounds like it's screaming. You can't even hear the engine anymore. I like the animation for the droop snoot, except for the nose visor going down. It's not even an animation. It just doesn't... It disappears like the landing gear. Speaking of landing gear, I am going to pull out my landing gear right now, and now I'm starting to lag again. Oh yes, I love my landing gear that's floating in the sky. Okay. I was lagging, so the tires weren't even there, and neither were the, and now I'm starting to lag again. Neither were the rods that connected it to the main fuselage. You can't really hear anything for some reason. There we go, that's better. You gotta love the roaring engines, even if they start screaming at you. Alright, let's try to butter, not even on the runway. We're not even gonna butter on the runway. Because every time I land here, every time I land in Greater Rockford, I'm always flying from Orangey, so it's pretty much a pain. It's pretty much a pain to land here. Because I have to go around. I literally have to go around. That's why I'm not gonna butter on the runway. I'm gonna butter on the taxi ways. I'm gonna butter on the taxis. You know what? No. I don't think that's what it's called. I'm basically just gonna butter on the grass on the wrong way of the runway too. I'm basically gonna try to butter on 3 runways at once. Alright, we're about under 1,000 feet. Alright. Okay. Okay. Runway 1. Runway 2. Runway 3. Okay, we have technically not buttered. Whoa. board. Oh. Oh, I thought it was floating for a second. I'm gonna go to one of the gates. Don't ask why I did that instead of just going around. And it's kind of like a really hard time to slow it down. Well, this was me playing ptfs. I hope you liked this video, and it's almost half the hour, so bye. Thank you for watching. Oh, sorry.